Good morning. This is Cameron Williams. I am talking to you from Dallas, Texas. And once again, it's a new day. And I wanted to shoot this video real quick just to let everybody know how the buyer seller requirements on eBay, if you change the settings on it, it'll actually help you out tremendously. But I wanted to explain exactly how it works because anytime that there's a buyer, sometimes they'll have bad feedback or they'll have very few feedback ratings. And sometimes they'll go ahead and bid on your item or either try to do a buy it now. But sometimes you're left with an item that's never been paid for. Okay. So what I learned from one of the key leaders is that you can actually change your buyer requirements. So if somebody wants to buy one of your items, they have to meet a certain guideline in order for them to be a serious buyer. And you can make sure that you essentially get paid, okay? Because there's no worse feeling than, when you actually have an item up there for 30 days, like a buy it now, and then all of a sudden, when you're ready to sell it or somebody tries to buy it from you, okay, they never pay for it. And now you have to relist the item and go through that 30 days again, or, find another serious buyer. Okay. So what you can do is if you go to your account, you can go down to site preferences and you can go to, let's see where it is. You can go to buyer requirements. Okay. And if you click on the show button, all right, so this will basically create a guideline for buyers that are able to purchase your products. And I'm telling you guys, I believe this is a good thing because I've had some time wasted with buyers, like I said, that had no feedback or very low feedback, and they never purchased the items, okay? So this will avoid all of that. So you can go ahead and click on edit, okay? And you'll see a little bit more what I'm talking about. Okay, so now look at the select requirements. You can make sure that everybody that purchases from your eBay account, right, or purchases one of your items, make sure that they have a PayPal account. Basically, you want to deal with anybody that has PayPal because, of course, you'll get your money that way. It's a very secure, fast way of making sure that you get your funds. If we move down, you can also look, it says buyers with unpaid item strikes. Now, once again, this is a personal preference for myself, but I'm going to block bidders and buyers who have received 2 unpaid item strikes within the last 12 months. Okay. And these are people that have purchased items before, but they have never paid for it. Okay. And that allows, if they had 2 or more strikes within the last 12 months, then they cannot buy your items. All right. So I clicked off on that. I put 2 and 12. Buyers and locations in which I do not ship. Okay. If you're part of the elite program, you are able to ship internationally. And of course, as you know, there are certain countries we do not ship to for various reasons. But for majority of the countries we do ship to on with international shipping, and you can have buyers that are blocked by those locations or countries that you do not ship to. Okay. So they can't even try to go on there and actually purchase your item, which should not be an issue. All right. So buyers with policy violation reports. Once again, personal preference, but I put block buyers who have 4 policy violations within the last 6 months. Usually if those buyers are having violations with policy, then you don't really want to deal with them. Okay. Because as you know, sometimes, buyers, buyers can, try to finagle different things or try to find some loopholes with purchasing an item and then returning it and, stuff like that. So you don't want to, you really don't want to have to deal with that if you don't have to. Okay. So buyers with negative feedback score. I put block buyers who have a feedback score of -1 or lower. Okay. And then also block buyers who may bid on several of my items and not pay for them. Okay. I really didn't put anything, and I might have to go back and look at that. but that's a personal preference for yourself as well too, if you look into it. Let's see. And what I did right now, I'm shooting this video. I already applied these guidelines for buyers on my selling account. But what you will want to do is actually check off on this and hit apply above settings to active and future listings, okay? Because that'll weed out a lot of the buyers, once again, that are not serious. And I'm going to tell you guys, just before closing out this video, really, this will not affect your sales in a negative way, okay? Don't look at it that way. It will actually affect your sales in a positive way, because once you get that cha-ching, or when you get a sale, you know that that buyer is going to be paying for that item, and you don't have to worry about you not getting paid, and you having to relist the item without the buyer ever paying for it. What I've seen is that a lot of times when it comes to hot selling items, okay, people people will try to generate an account that has, zero feedback or one feedback just to compete with you, but never pay for the item. The reason why they do it, I have no idea, but this right here will prevent all of that. And once again, guys, I've learned this from one of the top leaders, are actually people that have earned the most money on eBay. I mean, over $1 million in sales. And what they've done is they have applied these settings directly to their eBay account with the buyer requirements. Okay, so I recommend that you do the same. Once again, you don't have to, but I recommend. Okay, so I'm signing off. And don't allow block buyers to contact me. I forgot about that part. All right. But I'm signing off. This is Cameron Williams. It's a new day. And once again, hopefully this video was of value to you. But I recommend that you put this in place now so you don't have to worry about it later. And once again, it's helped me out tremendously. Every time I get a cha-ching, every time I get a sale, I know it's a serious sale and people are paying immediately, and we can keep continuing to grow our eBay side of the business. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon.